If you're watching this video, your soul is calling you back home, not to something outside, but to a part of you that's been waiting quietly beneath the surface. Your divine feminine. Now, we all carry divine feminine and divine masculine energies within us. And it's so important that we understand ourselves from both. So if you've been feeling lost or stuck recently, this video is really gonna help you. So let's dive in. Now, before I go any further, I just wanted to say a huge thank you for all of the likes, comments, and subscribers. It really does empower me to keep making these videos, and I'm so happy that they're helping you. And here we go. So I'll just start off with some truths about divine masculine and divine feminine that you may not know. They're not gendered. They're not opposing. They're completely complementary forces. Two sacred energies that, when in balance, allow us to feel whole. But the balance is rarely how we begin. From the moment we're born, we start absorbing the world around us. How we're loved, how we're disciplined, what earns praise and what gets rejected. And little by little, we adapt. Now, some of us become hyper-independent, some of us become peacemakers, and some of us learn to hustle, achieve, and never really need anything. And in doing so, we overdeveloped our masculine traits like control, logic, structure, and doing. And we learn to suppress the feminine traits like softness, intuition, emotion, rest, and receiving. Now, that isn't wrong, that's survival. But now something inside you may be stirring. A whisper, a fatigue, something that says, I can't live like this anymore. Let me just tell you what happened to me last night. I let my dog out in the front garden late in the evening. We often get foxes wandering through the bushes next to the stream, and sure enough, she caught on to their scent. So off she went, tail up, nose down, weaving through the darkness and collecting what I call sticky willy seeds, also known as cleavers. So I didn't think much of it, and then later in bed as I was reading my book, she came to lay across my lap as she likes to do, and as I stroked her, I realised she had clumps of these seeds stuck in her fur. So I picked them out, and I had an empty cup of tea that I'd just drunk, and I put them in there. Bit disgusting, I know, but I didn't have anything else. So I put them in there and completely ended up forgetting about them. Now, it's the next part that caught me, and this was a completely sacred moment. After some time passed, I went downstairs to get my last cup of tea for bed. Didn't even think about the seeds and the fur I'd put in the cup. I put it into the machine, pressed the hot water button, and then for some reason I stood with the cup at the breakfast bar. And in that moment of stillness, I looked down and saw what I'd done. I laughed and realised that my intuition had guided me to pause, to notice, to reconnect. And I realised that that still, wise voice inside, the one I'd ignored for so long while I was in survival mode, was back online. And in that moment with the seeds and the fur and the tea, I was reminded the divine feminine doesn't shout. She whispers. She moves slowly. And when we listen, we begin to feel ourselves again. So let's go a little bit deeper. What actually is divine feminine energy? This is what it's not. Soft lighting, incense, and flowing dresses. It's your inner knowing, your magnetic presence. It's your ability to feel, create, receive, and rest. To live with the rhythm of life, rather than trying to control everything. And we all have access to this, regardless of your gender, your past, or how long you've been disconnected. This energy lives in your body. It speaks through your breath, your dreams, your emotions, and your desires. And the beautiful part about it is you can connect with it right now. So let's begin together with a simple practice. Place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly, and close your eyes gently and just breathe. Feel the rise and fall. No fixing, no doing, just being. And now ask quietly in your own words, what part of me have I been ignoring? What truth have I been too busy to feel? And pause. Let the answers come slowly. This is how we reawaken the divine feminine energy, not through effort, but through presence. How did that feel for you? Be sure to let me know. I'd love to chat with you about this. Now, if this video resonated with you and something inside you is whispering yes, then I've created something especially for you. It's a free ebook called Awakening the Divine Feminine. And it's for men and women who are living in overdrive and who are ready to come home to their intuition, softness, and power. Inside, you're going to find 3 core shifts to reconnect with your feminine essence. There's practices to soften into the body, and there's a 21-day challenge to rewire your energy gently. And on top of that, there's also some sacred journal prompts to guide you inwards. So if that sounds valuable, click on the link below this video and grab your copy completely free. Thank you for being here. Every like, every comment, every subscription means more than I could ever say. It shows me this message matters, that we're all waking up, one breath at a time, one pause at a time. And I'm so grateful to walk this path with you. So until next time, stay soft, stay strong, and trust that quiet voice within. Thanks for watching and have a great day.